There are three different types of building codes. One is the International Building Code, which is for commercial structures. One is the International Residential Code, which is for residential structures. And one is the International Energy Conservation Code. The International Energy Conservation Code is created to help structures be more energy efficient. You can do that in a couple of ways. You can increase the insulation, which is important, but more important is to make sure that structures are as airtight as possible, because air leakage is one of the biggest wastes of energy in structures. As builders change the way they build their walls, it's important they understand how all the pieces work together, because the envelope is the entire wall assembly. So it's important not just to add a component without understanding how it changes the physical dynamics of the way the wall works.
Building codes provide only the minimum requirements, and they provide minimum requirements in a lot of different areas. What you want to do when you're designing a building is really look about the best way of designing that building and providing the most protection to the elements of that building. And that often means you need to exceed the building code requirements in some aspects. Water resistance and durability should not be ever compromised. And building just by the minimum doesn't get you the maximum protection that you can get for that building enclosure. DuPont air and water barriers not only meet code, but they exceed code in many aspects. For instance, Tyvek home wrap, stucco wrap, and commercial wrap water-resistive barriers all have water resistance levels that are several times higher than the minimum code requirements. Additionally, they are all vapor permeable. And although vapor permeability of a water-resistive barrier or air barrier is not always in the code, it is important in terms of allowing a building to dry out. So when you pick products, you shouldn't just pick the code minimum. You should pick the product that's best to protect your building.
Building codes change about every 3 years with an interim cycle where you may see some changes. It's very important that we understand what those changes are. The DuPont Building Knowledge Center has resources that make sure that we stay in tune with upcoming changes, potential changes, so that we can be a resource to our customers to help them understand not only how to meet the codes that exist today, but how to prepare for codes as they may evolve in the future.